Oklahoma. Huddle up. It's time to go inside the high school huddle on Hot 93.7 FM and streaming worldwide on GuthrieSportsPage.com. The high school huddle will take you where you want to go with coaches, players, your phone calls, texts, and tweets. Join the huddle and let's talk high school sports with your hosts, Chris Evans, Casey Porter, and Phil Nichols.
And welcome to the High School Huddle here on a Wednesday night as we get set for Week 7 of the High School Football 7. This is the High School Huddle presented by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, the title sponsor for the second year in a row of the show. Of course, Jordan Leach back in our Stillwater studio, Hot 93.7 FM KSBI.
How you doing, my friend?
Homecoming queen. Good.
Got all the paddles this past week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
it's a good deal for Jordan.
Not necessarily the outcome Jordan and many of the O-State Cowboy fans out there are looking for. Iowa State comes in. It was a tough week for college football fans in the state of Oklahoma. He is Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. We're also streaming live on Facebook. Go to Guthrie News page, search it, like it, and follow us there on the show. That's a good spot to get your questions possibly answered and all that good stuff. But it should be a fun week of high school football season, and this is going to be the fourth week of district play. So now, with 3 games into the district, we're starting to get an idea of how things are starting to fold in a little bit, if you will, Phil. A couple weeks ago, or last week, or 2 weeks ago, 6A2 had a lot of key games, Bixby and Tulsa, Washington,
right,
and Stillwater, Midwest City, and, of course, Bixby and Stillwater won those games, so they're in the driver's seat in their district, and we're starting to see more and more of that in the other classes.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting to see those type of games come around. Of course, we've got one of those this week in Oklahoma's first capital city, Guthrie.
Took you 90 seconds to get that one in.
Well, I mean, it's the most important game in the state. I mean, just ask Cox.
Well, you got to tease it a little bit.
Oh, tease it.
People, yeah.
I'm too of an advanced age to waste time on teasing. We just got to get in there and get her done.
Do you need a nap? I mean,
I do. I need a nap. I told you I get cranky if I don't have a nap.
Yeah, you sure do. But yeah, of course, there are a lot of big games in the state of Oklahoma this week. Of course, top of that list right here in Guthrie. Many people in the state have taken attention to this game. There's some other big ones, too. Edmond Santa Fe will have a big game with, I believe it's Broken Arrow. Edmond Santa Fe is that one team on the west side of the state in 6A football that would have a chance at the power schools in the east side. So we'll see where Edmond Santa Fe stands this week as they host BA.
Of course, I think we all think BA is kind of in the driver's seat of that right now, and a lot of football left. But, as we stand right now, I think we're both pretty locked in on that they're the top team in 6A Division I. Goodness.
Yeah, wins over Jinx, Union, and Owasso already.
When's the last time you saw – I'm looking here at – so in top 5 in 6A state rankings is Broken Arrow. Where's Santa Fe right now?
Santa Fe, like rankings?
Yeah, they're like 5 or something?
There's 25 rankings out there. But
the one you care about, Chris.
The one I care about that'd be my poll then.
I know.
I don't have a poll, but
oh boy.
Let's see here. I would see obviously Broken Arrow 1.
Yeah.
Jinx, Union 2, 3. Santa Fe would be like 4 or 5.
So you would still have Jinx and Union 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, until proven otherwise.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the big news, and I have not been able to find it. I need to text a friend of mine, but our friend.
I'm sitting right here.
Well, I don't think you'll know the answer to this.
Oh, okay.
You probably don't know what happened. Well, with your extensive research over the weekend, I'm sure you probably do.
Fire away.
Quantrell Walker. Stillwater Pioneers.
Sophomore.
What else about him?
Running back.
Yep.
Daddy was a heck of a football player.
Quantrell Walker, as the Pioneers, by the way, stay undefeated 6-0 with a win over Choctaw 42-22. But Mr. Walker got a couple penalties via the 15-yard variety. Those aren't the good ones.
It happens.
And was removed from the game. And now the question is, when you get 2 unsportsmanlike penalties, you have to sit out the next game. Well, from what I heard, Stillwater coaches were talking to the OSSAA, trying to see what was, if they can get him to play or not. So
wait a second.
I have not.
If you get 2
unsportsmanlike.
You get suspended for a game?
You got to sit out a game.
I would have played 3 games in my entire high school career.
Well,
what?
Lesson?
I mean, that's silly.
Well, I bet. Well, I mean, you just can't have 35 personal fouls.
Oh, that's right. I forgot cupcakes. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is going to be a long show. This is going to be a long show. I
didn't know that was a rule.
Yeah.
Huh.
And so right now, Stillwater's going to Lawton. It's never easy to go to Lawton to play football. You know, the drive to Lawton's tough, and Lawton's good year in and year out. But right now, I have not seen any other information that he. I don't know, you appeal it or discuss it, but
probably not much to appeal. I mean, if it's a rule, it's a rule.
And so I don't know what they were looking to get, but I have not seen anything on his eligibility this week. So Stillwater on the road would be a tough task without him there.
Yeah, they're going to go as he goes offensively, but he sets everything up, sets the passing game up, sets everything up. So they got a great receiver, still got a good quarterback in Stillwater. So we'll see. I have not seen anything on that. Hopefully, maybe I can send a text out here and maybe find out. I would suspect they would be without him this week. Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah,
we'll see how that plays out. But some games of interest: Tulsa, Washington, blank Shawnee. That's not what I was wanting to say though. Anyway, that's kind of the big story. Of course, the other story off the field, just tragic news in McLeod. They've had a tough go in McLeod, Oklahoma lately, but, a 16-year-old female was shot and killed Friday afternoon, not too far from the football stadium, and actually had to postpone that game. And I think they moved it from McLeod to Cushing, and that game was played on Saturday. And so
Seems like in life there's always those things that remind you how insignificant things like football games really are.
Yeah,
right?
That's exactly right. And I meant to lead off with that at the beginning of the broadcast, but Cushing won 54-35. Again, that was played on Saturday, but just tough deal over there in McLeod. And there's been some other bad stuff over there. I don't know the exact details, so I'm not going to say it, but they've had a tough go of it there in McLeod. So that's one of those tough deals over there. It's a busy time. Of course, we talk a lot of football on here, but volleyball state tournament's going on. State softball tournament gets started tomorrow. 4A, 5A, 6A being played in Shawnee, and then Class A, small school fall ball crowned their champions in Roth and Silo last week. So it is a busy time. Cross country getting ready for regionals, and so this is a fun time of the year. Basketball teams, wrestling teams are in the gym working out now, getting ready. They go through the month of October with practices, and you can start scrimmaging other teams in the month of November, and then games start in December. So it's a busy time. Yeah,
no doubt the busiest time of year as it pertains to athletics, and for all those reasons you just mentioned. But I know that we were in Woodward last Friday covering the Blue Jays against Woodward, and they recognized the Woodward girls team for qualifying for the state softball tournament. And, of course, the Guthrie Blue Jays, Lady Jays, they're in the state tournament as well. And so a lot of buzz. And then I think aren't you covering the championship games?
The championship games, yeah. I've never been to, they call it the ball fields at Fire Lake.
Yeah, Shawnee area, right?
Up in Shawnee, which had a little bit of weather damage up there. None to the fields that were going to be used, but what there was damage, they've already got that fixed. But I've the last broadcast I've done at a state softball game was in the state tournament when Guthrie qualified in 2015.
I think that's right.
And so I get to do 3 games on Saturday, so that will be fun.
You'll sacrifice college football for that,
well,
Chris.
Yeah.
You're going to be all out of sorts.
Yeah. The first game's at noon. The 4A state championship's at 4. The 4A state championship's at noon. 5A title's at 2:30, and the 6A game is at 5 o'clock. Of course, you got to get there a little bit early, and you got to be there late. So it'll be a long day in Shawnee.
So the Lady Jays play at 2:30 on Saturday?
If they win 2 games in a row, yeah.
They'll play at 2:30 Saturday? Okay, good.
They're definitely playing tomorrow at 11 o'clock, Piedmont, and then 11 o'clock, semifinals, field 3, and then state championship game on Saturday.
Wow. That's and we didn't have girls fast pitch softball where I grew up, and there was a lot of small schools back in the day that didn't have that, and Of course, I'm from Kansas, but I remember watching. Is it Fitch or Finch?
Jenny Finch,
the great pitcher.
Yes.
And they were doing some special where she was pitching to it was like Ken Griffey Jr. or somebody.
That's not fair. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he looked like I look when I swing a bat. It was terrible, and I thought, all right, got my attention. And then I watched the College World Series. Started watching that here 6, 7, 8 years ago, whatever.
Uh-huh.
That's actually the first time I watched it was actually in the Olympics several years ago, and unbelievably fast. They're exciting
so much closer. The pitcher is so much closer.
And they're just more exciting than baseball, I think. I mean, to watch, just sit there and watch. I just think it's so much more action,
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great sport, and it's a sport that seems like most schools are participating in now in some shape or fashion, and that's a great thing.
And it's the pitchers dominate. If you have a good pitcher, you have a good chance of making a long ways in postseason play. But the other thing with softball is there's a lot of what we call bang-bang plays at first base.
Right.
I mean, they slap it as they run, and then it's
quick.
So close at first base. It seems like 8 out of 10 plays are bang-bang at first.
Now, Chris, in fast-pitch ladies softball,
okay. Here we go.
No, wait a second. That's the last question. They do not have limits on how much they can pitch, do they? Isn't it different than baseball?
Yes, baseball,
there's restrictions.
Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions.
And can't you basically trot the same kid out there about as much as you want?
I don't know if there's the rule to that, but because
I know in college it's like they pitch the same person every game.
Yeah, in softball it's more natural. The flow is more natural. Baseball goes
hard
against
on the
hold on the shoulder and all that good stuff. But it'll be fun to watch softball starting out there. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, it's a good time, and we are, those of us that live here in Guthrie, we're very proud of our Lady Jays, and done a great job this year, and just excited for them. So
the one thing I've never been to is a volleyball match.
See, volleyball was big in my hometown in Eureka, Kansas, in Greenwood County, Kansas, Chris, before you slaughter it, and but we had no ladies softball, fast pitch softball, but volleyball was big in our whole Tri-Valley League. I mean, that was one of the major sports. So volleyball's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
It's fast and very, very, and it's a fun game to play. I mean, so it's a good time.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch volleyball in the Olympics. And
such athletes. Gosh.
In the men's, it's almost they spike it so daggum hard.
Well, the women.
Yeah, but the men, it's like, I don't know how. It's amazing to watch those on the upper level of that, and but I saw Carl Albert's good in everything. I mean, they qualify for volleyball now.
I had a
state tournament.
I had a conversation with somebody today over lunch who shall remain nameless. But
you went with lunch without me.
I did.
Let's see how that works.
I did. I had to. I got stuck 2 days in a row. But anyway, that's another topic.
I had a meeting.
Yeah, okay, whatever. But they were discussing the creativity that over the years that many folks have had in the Carl Albert area as far as
the Middale district,
area as far as residency and where people actually live. And I don't know that I'm not, I'm just saying this was the conversation we had, and this person was very adamant about it. But it was interesting. We know from playing them Guthrie folks playing Carl Albert in every sport forever.
Yep.
That what Chris is saying is a dead on 100% correct. They are good in everything.
They're the top seed in the softball tournament.
Yeah, I mean, and they've got the probably the best player in the state. Dadgummit.
LaValle girl.
LaValle girl.
Yeah.
Wouldn't she probably be one of the top players in the state?
She's up there.
Yeah. So, real impressive sports program in Carl Albert, and I know we'll talk more about the Jays and CA playing this week in the district play as well later on.
Yep, there are some big games in the state of Oklahoma. I also want to take a look at some of the district standings in some of the big games. There's the Duncan Demons in El Reno. Will be very intriguing to see how that one plays out in 5A football. And there's a lot of good games in 6A Division II again this week. And we'll take a look at all the classes and take a look at some of the undefeated teams as we get set for week number 7 of the high school football season. With that, we're going to take our opening timeout here on the High School Huddle. Again, we're presented by the good folks at Legacy Wealth Advisory Group. Visit them at LegacyWag.com or LegacyWagBenefits.com. Check them out. And I believe they're the first commercial right out of the chute. So we got a great list of sponsors once again this year, and we're going to hit them right now. Back after this is the High School Huddle on Hot 93.7 KSBI.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at LegacyWag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know that Guthrie Tagging is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tagging helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tagging open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
These are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20. An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste and you're golden. Golden Chick. Come on, I need this pack.
Okay.
Been looking for answers to your financial questions? Signal Financial Management provides professional investment management services to individuals, corporations, and institutions. Signal can help you reduce risks through a wide range of services and solutions, including investment, retirement, estate planning, and long-term care. Located in Edmond, visit Signal online at signalrg.com or by phone at 855-644-4401. Your money matters at Signal Financial Management. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Foundation Insurance and Risk Management is an independent insurance agency, which means they have made available some of the best companies for you. They offer all types of personal insurance coverages to their clients, including auto, homeowners, earthquake, mobile home, and individual life insurance. Call Foundation Insurance today at 405-293-9355 or go online at foundationinsurance.net and fill out a quick online quote form. Foundation Insurance and Risk Management. Let them help you design an insurance plan that fits your needs and budget.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Phil Nichols, Chris Evans, High School Huddle, hot 93.7 FM. And before, we, again, it was a tough week for the state of Oklahoma for college football fans.
Yeah,
and
it was.
There was some radio theater today in the Oklahoma City market, and we were able to, we got about 2 minutes into the 6 minutes.
We got more to listen on the next break.
If we take a break real fast, there's more. It's pretty darn interesting. But Phil and I got the pleasure of changing a flat tire together.
Oh boy,
it was.
I'm older than you guys by 13 years, and I had to get out and change the tire.
What?
Oh, Chris,
I got photos of me
loosening up a lug nut.
First of all, there's 5 of them. If you want to. 5. There's 5 of them. I got the tools out. I loosened all 5 of the lug nuts. I helped Craig once he realized, because I was doing Are we going to tell the truth now, Traber, or what are we going to do? I am telling the truth. As I was getting that ready, I had Craig get the spare prepared to lower underneath the truck so we can get it changed out. By the way, there goes one school bus from Guthrie.
Waving.
Yeah, we're 45 minutes outside of Woodward. Well, first of all,
they had a lot of confidence in us.
Yeah, first of all, it sounded like a rock had skipped across the truck. I was like, what was that? Of course, Phil was sleeping. He didn't hear
my
it.
nap. Had to get my
Your
nap.
third nap.
Well, sleepy time.
It was sleepy time. And so I look in my rearview mirror and there's nothing there. I was like, man, what in the world was that? And then the tire pressure gauge pops up on the truck, and I felt like I was doing play-by-play. 35-30, 25-20, 15-9. And so in the process, I'm thinking, all right, I don't want to be on the side of the road.
You did handle that well.
Yeah.
You did. You did that well.
I was able my first thing was, in my mind, I got to find a flat area to pull over. Luckily, there was a gravel road, and it was a perfect location to perform the changing of the tire. But anyway, Craig was reading German or Japanese or something on how to lower
Okay, wait a second. Okay. I'm in the front seat. I'm taking my mandatory sleepy time nap. And
you didn't get out fast.
No, because I thought, okay, here's 2 grown men. They're going to have this knocked out like in 10 minutes. It's a flat tire. Where I got nervous is when I heard Flex say, you want to call AAA?
Yeah, he pulled out his AAA's card. I'm like sealing, if there's a wrecker in sealing.
We'd still be sitting there
waiting on him. Like,
so when I heard that, I got out.
If we had 4 flat tires, that's a great idea. I mean,
but when I heard that, I kind of started saying, okay, you're going to need to wake up. So I started waking myself up. Had to put my shoes on because you can't get a good nap with your shoes on. So I put my shoes back on, and then Fleck comes up, and he's digging around in the glove box, and I said, what are you doing? He goes, I'm looking for directions to get the spare tire. And I said, oh, move. So then we jumped in and got it out.
Yeah, in the process, I'm like, you know what, I'll just because I don't have a big jack, and so it's just the one that comes with the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like 2 different things. You have to learn how to unbolt them and bring them out and all that good stuff. And Craig can't get the tire lowered, and I'm thinking, so I'm just moving fast because I'm always wanting to get to the game early and sit up early. That way I can take a deep breath or do some homework.
You get a little intense.
I do get
a little intense.
That's one of the bad things about me, and that's where
gets a little intense.
I'm not a good friend during those times. Once we go on the air and
everything's fine
and everything's connected, we're good. But anyway, so I'm YouTubing on how to lower the tire because he's been would it take me 5? I feel like I was
out.
doing pretty quick.
I got out. I said, "Give me the thing." Gave it put it back by the tag. So there's, this goes in and you just roll it down. So we roll it down. Then when we get it down, I'm being too hard on Flecky, but it's the truth. Fleck goes, "How do you get this tire off?"
Right.
And so I had to get down, and all you got to do is just turn it up a little bit, and it slides right through.
Well, you had to
tire.
jack the truck up a little bit.
Well, no, that really had nothing to do with it. You just had to tilt but anyway. But so we got her done, and really once the whole team was involved, we were done in like 7 minutes.
Yeah, it was quick. But and then the second bus drove drive by.
Yeah, both Guthrie buses
waved.
honking, waving. They loved us.
Yeah.
Had a lot of confidence in our ability.
And so luckily I had a good spare. And
You did.
Then we got back on the road and feels like, there's nothing better than driving on a 2-lane road 2.5 hours away from home without a spare tire. I'm thinking, oh man, I gotta.
Well, I handled it correctly on the way home. I just took another nap.
Yeah, you took it. Yeah, you did took some more naps. In fact, everybody in the truck was sleeping except for me.
You were the only one awake.
I was the
weren't
only
you?
one awake. Yeah.
You did a good job driving, though.
I appreciate
it. A couple
that.
times I startled a little bit. There was a couple of construction areas.
Well, and the weird thing, I just bought these tires. 30 days ago?
Yeah, they're new tires.
Yeah, and so it was a bad deal. And when I bought the tires, they say, "Hey, do you want the roadside hazard?" I was like, "Nah, I'm fine."
Could have said no.
Well, they charged me anyway. $10 a tire, $40 extra bucks. So you know what? Whatever. It came through, so I went to the place and got a brand new tire for $12.
Dave Ramsey's wrong about that, huh?
Dave's been wrong a couple of times. Because when you buy the extended warranties and all that stuff, that's when they make their money.
Well, man, a man can't make a profit in the United States?
Well, I'm just saying they're just
Okay, Bernie.
No,
That's good.
When you buy a camera, hey, you want the warranty?
Sure.
But anyway, hey, there is a pretty big game in the state of Oklahoma,
the
statewide media is on top of it, as they are each and every year. Although the last 2 years between Guthrie and Carl Albert have not quite gone the way for the Blue Jays. In fact, they've been outscored 100-17.
Yeah.
But when you look at the big picture, Carl Albert, this is the 39th meeting. When you look at the big picture, Carl Albert's won 22 of the 38 games. But since the Guthrie
Rafe Watkins era, Kelly Beebe era.
When Guthrie became relevant since 2001, Guthrie has won 11 out of 17 ball games. Yep. And before we get into the details of the game, because a lot of people are asking, well, can Guthrie do this and that? Carl Albert's won
20.
No, the quarterback has won 20. See,
because they won the year before.
I think they've won 28 ball. They've won 28 ball games in a row. Yeah. They've won 33 of their last 34 games. Mm-hmm. They are the class of Class 5A.
They are.
And everybody knows that. Two-time defending state champion. So the question is, hey, does Guthrie have a chance? I go, well, my thinking on it is Carl Albert is the team in 5A.
Yes.
And if they don't win it, that means someone played extremely well somewhere along the line against Carl Albert. But if there's a team in 5A that could beat Carl Albert, you have to have Guthrie near the top of that list.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this last couple of days. I think we will be able to score points on that Carl Albert defense. I do.
Who returned 0 starters from last year.
0 starters from last year, and I think Coach Mick and our offensive squad's playing outstanding. This is my case on why I think the Blue Jays have a chance to win Friday night, okay? Because we will not be favored by anybody in the papers. They will be favored by probably a couple touchdowns, okay? But if you look at our offense, I think we've got
the Guthrie offense?
Yes, the Guthrie offense has all the tools to put points up against them. So then I look at our special teams, and I think we have the best kicker, whether it's field goals, extra points, or punting the ball in all of 5A. So I think I think on special teams, Rick Michoud and just everybody, all the staff has the Blue Jays dialed in on special teams, playing very, very well on special teams. So I'm going to give us the check mark on special teams. So defensively, it comes down to this. I think this is what's going to decide the game. If the Blue Jays continue to force turnovers like they have, if they can get in there and force a couple turnovers, if they can keep Carl Albert contained, they're not going to – I don't think anybody's going to shut Carl Albert down because they have a very, very good offense. But I think if we can keep them contained, and I'll tell you, if there's any defense in 5A that can do it, it's a Kelly Beebe defense. Carl Albert loves to run the ball, right? Set up the pass. What is Kelly Beebe best at game planning against?
Stopping the run.
Stopping the run. So I really believe you got Campbell Leach, who I think is going to have a monster game Friday night. Of course, I think it's no secret I'm a big fan of Campbell's game. I think he's the best at his position in 5A. Up in the middle, you got Big David Scott, and you got Stevens' kid, and you got just a lot going on up in the front and up in the front line. Linebackers have been playing outstanding. I just have a gut feeling that if Carl Albert's going to take an L this year, it's going to be by the boys that have a Blue Jay on their uniform.
Well, and Carl Albert will be at their best because Dadrian Rabbit Taylor, they nicknamed Rabbit.
He can fly.
He wears jersey number 16. He got hurt in week number 1 against Midwest City. In the fourth quarter, he had like 135 rushing yards, a couple touchdowns when he got hurt, and then missed Dale City, Shawnee, Guyman, Piedmont, Northwest class.
Could have played last week.
I think he played a little bit, sparingly in that 48-0 win over Northwest Class. But this was the week they had circled for him to come back, and he will be back running the football. He had a monster game against Guthrie in one half of football last year. But
and two of the best coaching staffs that you'll see in the state of Oklahoma. I mean, both these staffs are great at making adjustments. They're great at. I mean, so it's going to be a well of a football game.
Yeah, because when you go to some of these games, of course, I'm sure 6A. I don't know, but in a lot of teams that I've personally seen, they have their 10 or 12 plays, and if they work, great. If they don't work, we just got to keep running because that's what we know. And that's what makes these coaching staffs and others. There's more than just two great at changes, whether in game or at halftime, whatever.
Yeah, and so I think and we've talked a lot about this this week. Of course, really we've been talking about this for a couple weeks, but it should be. I think it's rightfully so the game of the week. Everybody in the state's going to be watching it for the reason you said. Guthrie's won 11 out of the last 17 contests, or 11 of the last 17 contests.
Titans won 2 in a row.
Titans won 2 in a row. But this season feels different. This senior class of Blue Jays, for those of us that have followed them since they were really in Little League, they were kind of a group of kids that everybody kind of circled and thought, these are kids that have a shot at competing for a gold ball. And they had a rough year last year. They've had some transfers. They've had some kids move.
All by making the playoffs still, but
it wasn't like they fell apart. But what I'm saying is they, I think everybody thought that this was a group of kids that collectively would compete for a gold ball. And so we've talked about this. What's been so much fun about this year for the Blue Jay fans is we're getting to see these kids have some success that honestly, since they're in Little League, have been told they were going to have an opportunity to have some success when they got in high school. And that's a lot to carry. Small towns that love football, small towns that are rabid about their football, it comes with some expectation. And these kids have done a great job this year for the Blue Jays. They've acted like great sportsmen, done a fabulous job. The coaching staff's done a great job of reestablishing kind of that that Guthrie Blue Jay feel, that toughness, that in your face. As we've talked, and Chris, you wrote a great article this week on the turnovers. Unbelievable what they've done with turnovers this year. So I think rightfully so, it's the best game in the state of Oklahoma, and it's going to be really, really interesting to see how it turns out.
Yeah, and the other factor there, because the thing that I'll be primarily watching is Carl Albert's offense against Guthrie's defense. Yeah. That's the other way around is can Guthrie score? Can they maybe keep up with Carl Albert? We'll see. But the Carl Albert offense, majority of my article was on the Carl Albert offense because they have returned 5 from last year's state championship team, but they got a sophomore quarterback in Ben Harris who basically got the job as a freshman due to injury.
Right.
Led them to a 14-0 season, has won 6 ball games in a row, and so as he's never tasted defeat as a quarterback in high school. He's 20-0. And the other advantage that you can look at for Carl Albert is they have played 2 pretty darn good teams in the early part of the season. Midwest City won that one 28-21, and then they beat Del City in overtime. 32-31. Del City had to go for 2 after offsides, a false start on so they moved it to the 8-yard line, went for 2, didn't get it. So Carlbert won that game 32-31. So that's they returned 5 on offense. But on the other side of the football, just kind of get my 2 points out here real quick, Phil, is if the Guthrie offensive line can hold up a little bit against that Carl Albert defensive line, then they'll have a good chance of staying in this ball game and give them a shot in the fourth quarter.
And I think that's where your turnovers come in, Chris. I think you got to stay close, compete. Like I said, I think the Blue Jays will be able to move the ball up and down the field. I'm not saying that will, but I think they will be able to have some success offensively, get some points on the board. It's going to come down to that defense, and then what always happens when you get into what I'm obviously believing is going to be a competitive ball game, it's going to be turnovers and mistakes, right? So penalties and turnovers are going to be crucial this week for the Blue Jay and Titan game, and it should just be a well of a game. I promise you one thing, the Rock will be rocking Friday night. Yep. I mean, it's going to be a fun atmosphere.
And Guthrie Carl Albert is always fun. I don't know if you ever been able to attend them or able to watch them on our stream, but it's always nothing against Harris Field in Midwest City. I'm not.
Right.
It's a different. I don't know because it's a home game, but it's a different feeling when it's inside one of the best stadiums in the nation.
Well, it's different because Harris Field is more of a modern field. It's spread out. You've got all this
aluminum bleachers.
Yeah. You got all this open area around. The Rock, the people in the front row are standing on top of you.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an atmosphere unlike any other. One of the things that I wish I could have experienced, I wish I could have played at the Rock, not being from Guthrie, not being raised here, but because what an incredible experience for a young person to be able to do, to go down and participate on a field like that. It's got to be crazy. You talk to some of the kids, Chris, over the years that have went from Guthrie to play at some of the smaller, NAI or Division III schools, and they'll come back and tell you, well, the Rock's a lot more fun to play at in these fields because it was just, it's just not the same, So it's interesting.
You have Oklahoma City television stations come and do their 10 o'clock sportscast there. You got radio stations out front of the stadium throwing footballs just because they know the crowd's going to be there, so that's what they like, and the enthusiasm that it'll bring. And so it's always a fun atmosphere. It hasn't been too fun. The last time Carver was inside Jellison Stadium, it was done by halftime. But it's also a game that where the casual fan, they follow Guthrie, but they don't go to the game, and they definitely don't go to the road games. This is the one they do come, and that's why it's so jam-packed in there.
I mean, this game, and anytime McGinnis comes to town, used to be when Deer Creek was on the schedule and they came to town, it was the same deal. You could guarantee the crowds were going to be there, but Jelsman's always packed on a home game, but it's even more so. You look down the south end zone this Friday night, it will be packed. And, it's going to be packed on the visitor side. It's going to be packed on our side. There's going to be people in the south end zone. There's going to be camera crews all over the place.
Bands will be there.
It's going to be a great atmosphere.
It really is. And when you look at 5A District 2, obviously McGinnis is in there. McGinnis has been in the last 2 championship games and have lost to Carl Albert. And so and McGinnis comes to Guthrie here in a couple of weeks. But it's so big because one of these teams, Carl Albert, McGinnis, Guthrie, are going to have to go on the road for their first playoff game, and it's going to be a good team that has to go on the road. So they're Guthrie playing for a home playoff game, and if they lose to Carl Albert, they can still get there. They got McGinnis coming up, but one of those 3 teams is going to be a tough out on the road around one of the playoffs in 5A football.
There's no doubt. It's going to be these last 4 weeks or 3 weeks of district play is going to be very, very exciting.
Absolutely. Well, we better get a break here. We got one more that we need to get out here real quick when we come back. There's some other big games in the state of Oklahoma that we're going to take a look at, as well as some district standings in all the classes of high school football. Take a time out. This is a high school huddle on 93.7 FM KSBI.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
And these are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20.
An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. I need this back.
Okay.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Foundation Insurance and Risk Management is an independent insurance agency, which means they have made available some of the best companies for you. They offer all types of personal insurance coverages to their clients, including auto, homeowners, earthquake, mobile home, and individual life insurance. Call Foundation Insurance today at 405-293-9355 or go online at foundationinsurance.net and fill out a quick online quote form. Foundation Insurance and Risk Management. Let them help you design an insurance plan that fits your needs and budget.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tagging Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tagging Agency helps with driver's road tests. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tagging Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Been looking for answers to your financial questions? Signal Financial Management provides professional investment management services to individuals, corporations, and institutions. Signal can help you reduce risks through a wide range of services and solutions, including investment, retirement, estate planning, and long-term care. Located in Edmond, visit Signal online at signalrg.com or by phone at 855-644-4401. Your money matters at Signal Financial Management.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
High School Huddle, presented by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group. Chris Evans, Phil Nichols with you. Jordan back in our Stillwater studio. Boy, tough week again for college football teams. Just keeps on giving sometimes. But anyway, we are talking Week 7 of the high school football 7. Of course, we spent a lot of time talking about that Guthrie Colorado game, but another big game, as we talked to a little bit about Class 6A Division I, Broken Arrow 6-0. 3-0 in district play, taking on Edmond Santa Fe, also 6-0, 3-0 in district play. The winner of that ball game, by the way, that's in Edmond. Winner of that ball game will have a good inside track at that top spot of the district.
That'd be fun to go to if we didn't have a commitment that night. I mean, it's that easily could have been game of the week as well. I mean, two great teams going at it, and so it'll be. I mean, you got to believe BA's the favorite in that game.
Yeah, they would be the favorite there.
But you never know. High school football is a funny thing.
Yep, and it's good to see the Edmond schools. Of course, Edmond Santa Fe's had theirs for a while. Edmond North opened up their football season or stadium this year. Edmond Memorial, they're working on theirs right now.
Next year,
I think, Santa Fe, Memorial North always had to take turns at UCO Watland Stadium to a lot of Thursday games, but now they have their own stadium. Memorial, again, will have theirs next year, and so they'll be able to play mostly on Friday nights. And there's just a handful of Thursday games we'll have after Edmond does, because you got the Pump City schools that share a field, and you have Moore schools that share a field, and the Norman schools share a field. So I think on the west side, I think that's the only school districts that share a football field.
We'll cut down on Thursday night games.
Yeah, outside of fall break and all that good stuff.
Thursday night we talk about this a lot. It just feels weird when you play a high school game on a Thursday night. Don't like it.
It does. All right, the other game, this one might have a little asterisk by it. Stillwater Pioneers look to remain undefeated. They traveled to Lawton. Again, Lawton's a tough place to play. Lawton 4-2 on the year. Stillwater Pioneers number 1 in Class 6A Division II football, but will they not have Quantrell Walker, the sophomore running back, who's again having another outstanding season, but received 2 unsportsmanlike penalties, and by rule, OSSA rule, you have to set out the following game, and this would be the following game in Lawton. And I know Stillwater coach was trying to say go talk to them to get the specific ruling on that. I think it was all verbal.
So that's what I was going to ask. What was it? Just him talking to other players?
I think the last. I'll look it up here in just a second, but I think the last one was toward an official.
Oh well, you're never going to win that one.
No, I will try to. Our good friend Jacob Unruh, which we will see him on Friday night. There he is right there.
Jacob does a great job.
Yeah, he does. I'm trying to find the article here because it does say, okay, here we go. Pull it up real quick so we don't talk out of turn here. I hate to do that, so let's just pull this up.
That's my job, Chris.
That's your job. All right, let's see here. If I had a little news event today, and so it took away from my homework time today. So
you did have a little news event today.
Yeah, it happens. Let's see here.
Well, no, actually, what happened today doesn't happen every day.
No.
That was different.
No, a little different. Let's see here. Walker, sophomore, received 2 unsportsmanlike penalties, automatic ejection. Under OSSA rules, the players must sit the next game if ejected. Okay, got that right so far. Stillwater coach Tucker Barnard. I'm not going to know anything for sure until we talk to the OSSA. We are planning that he won't be able to play already. That's how he goes. Got to keep your mouth shut.
Got to keep your mouth shut.
Let's see. Unclear. It was unclear whether it was a personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So that's the question.
Okay, so if it's specifically for unsportsmanlike.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
See, it says in this article, Walker was tackled in the end zone for a safety, but felt like his face mask was grabbed. He then expressed frustration, drawing an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and being forced to exit the game. So Stillwater went on to win. But that's the deal with the Pioneers. Walker would be a huge miss, but you do have Anthony Bland, and you do have Gunnar Gundy. You got to.
Bland's legit. I think he went over for over 200 yards in that game receiving. So, I mean, even without Walker, it's going to be a lot tougher, but they're still capable of beating.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Lawton without him. So
Lawton's got a good running back themselves in Miles Davis. So that will be a fun one to watch throughout our broadcast.
No doubt.
We're going through that. Class 3A number 3 Plainview taking on Sulphur. Both teams are 5-1. Both teams play tough football.
Yep.
And that's one. Victory Christian at Beggs. UConn taking on Westmore. UConn 4-2 on the year. Westmore also 4-2, and that will be that's a huge district game there for sure. Both teams are no, actually UConn's 1-2 in district play.
Yeah.
Westmore's 2-1. Cassia Hall at Berry Hill. And then let me get this one out of the way here real quick. Tulsa Washington at Sapulpa, and Tulsa Union taking on Moore. Moore 4-2, 3-0 in district play, and Moore's got a tough schedule ahead of them, beginning with Tulsa Union on Thursday. But the other game we'll take a look at here is El Reno. El Reno 4-2 on the season. They are at Duncan, who's 6-0 on the year, 3-0 in district play. Duncan off to the best start in a long time. And this will go in a long way. Of course, Duncan's thinking 1-2 in the districts, but it could be 3-4. I think Ardmore Altus had the inside track on 1-2. But I mean, if you're Duncan, you got 1-2 on your mind right now. Realistically, maybe 3-4. We'll see how the season plays out. But they close the year out with Ardmore and Lawton Mac and Altus. So this is a big game for both ball clubs. Yes. El Reno needs this one for playoff position to make the playoffs. They're 2-1 in district, so this is a big ball game at 5A1.
Yeah, and last week El Reno hung in there with Ardmore through a good part of the ball game. Then I think Ardmore just more athletic ball club and just pulled away from them, but. This should be a great matchup because of the styles of the two teams. I think it's going to make it a great ball game. So it'll be interesting. Of course, we got a connection to both of those schools in roundabout ways. Duncan's J.J. Harris, of course, was a Blue Jay all the way up through he transferred to his
8th grade.
After his 8th grade year, I believe, but 3-year starter or a 4-year starter. I can't remember for the Duncan ball club. And then, of course, El Reno, we got Coach Adkins and Coach Davis, Luke Davis, the defensive coordinator for El Reno. So, you kind of always keep an eye on those other schools where you got folks that you know and care about that are there. So that'll be a great game.
It's one of those deals that you look at. I think Ardmore's going to win the district. They've already beaten Altus.
Yeah.
So you have someone like Guthrie or McGinnis maybe going to Ardmore, and you have like maybe Duncan, El Reno going to Carl Alberts. So there's a Guthrie going to Altus, or like Duncan going to McGinnis, El Reno going to McGinnis, or
2-3 spot. 1, 2. I mean, it's this is a year where, boy, if you ever wanted to, just to set yourself up in the playoffs, it'd be awful good if we could next few weeks get W's because for the Blue Jay fans, because that'll definitely be a little easier first round opponent, no doubt.
Absolutely. We need to get our final timeout. Come back, wrap it up. This is a high school huddle on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Been looking for answers to your financial questions? Signal Financial Management provides professional investment management services to individuals, corporations, and institutions. Signal can help you reduce risks through a wide range of services and solutions, including investment, retirement, estate planning, and long-term care. Located in Edmond, visit Signal online at signalrg.com or by phone at 855-644-4401. Your money matters at Signal Financial Management.
Foundation Insurance and Risk Management is an independent insurance agency, which means they have made available some of the best companies for you. They offer all types of personal insurance coverages to their clients, including auto, homeowners, earthquake, mobile home, and individual life insurance. Call Foundation Insurance today at 405-293-9355 or go online at foundationinsurance.net and fill out a quick online quote form. Foundation Insurance and Risk Management. Let them help you design an insurance plan that fits your needs and budget.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet. Just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
These are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20.
An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. Come on, I need this back.
Okay.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know that Guthrie Tagging is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tagging helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tagging open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Final segment here on the High School Huddle, Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI, along with Jordan Leach back in our Stillwater studio.
Homecoming queen.
Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans, and short segment here as we take you up to the top of the hour, get you back to the cool music of today's.
Is that the kind of music Kel likes?
Yes, very much so. Yes, loves the music on 93.7 FM, and well, it's week 7 of the high school football season, and the weather has changed.
Thank the Lord.
I got to tell you, we had a golf outing last Monday, and we went to Western Oklahoma, and you couldn't have been poorly dressed.
I did it wrong all week.
You did. I mean, so if 60-degree weather benefits anybody, it'll be you.
Oh, I got up this morning, went outside, pulled a little Kel Evans, didn't put a shirt on because it felt so good. I mean, it was nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so it'll be a little chilly this weekend or this for state softball tournament. Yeah. But hey, if you're in the state tournament, it
don't matter. Yeah.
It does not matter. Yeah. So it should be a fun week of high school sports. The Oklahoma State Cowboys. Let's see here. They got. They're headed to.
If they're not going to Lawrence, they probably won't win.
They're going to Kansas State or Lawrence. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I've been so busy with news this week, haven't caught up. I know OU has a bye week, and they desperately need that.
Boy, that
By the way, Texas still They're not.
No,
they're getting all the praise. Their offense getting all the praise because it was
an average
offensive
offensive team.
Defense, bad OU defense. So,
real bad OU defense.
Okay, real quick, we got to get out of here.
Okay.
Do you have an issue with firing a coach in the middle of the season, defensive coach?
No,
I don't either. A lot of people say it looks bad. I understand their viewpoint, but I didn't.
See,
it's going to happen, right, at the end of the year, no matter what.
This is such big business.
It is big business.
I mean, if you got somebody that it's not fitting culturally and it's just not happening, you got to make a move. And you know what? Coach Stoops knew it was time. He offered his resignation before they fired him. So I mean,
he made it easier for Lincoln.
Yes, and he's handled it with a lot of class since it's happened.
He really has.
And we just got in and listened to the Traber interview, or I wouldn't really call it an interview. I'd call it a Traber whipping. But he just, and thank God, I think it's hilarious. But, you could tell that Coach Stoops has been a lifelong coach and is the adult in this thing because he handled himself with a lot of class when he called Traber. But anyway, it's he'll land somewhere. I mean, he's a good coach. I mean, he just, I don't know if he was you or who told me this. He'll probably go somewhere, be a linebackers coach at a top-level program. Do something on defense, a DB, or probably linebacker. I mean, that's his specialty. But be a linebackers coach, and then he'll get another shot in a couple of years to be an AD or to be a
secondary coach.
Yeah, or be a coordinator again somewhere. But it probably won't be at like an Ohio State or an Oklahoma. But who knows? It could be. I mean, he's so well connected. I mean, there's a lot of folks out there that are going to want him on their staff, or he could go to the NFL like a lot of guys do and make a lot of money and have a lot of success.
Now the thing, it's always been an analyst.
Yeah,
for the program, and then it moves into the different details. So,
but you know what? I mean, this is what I hope the Sooner Nation remembers. There was a time when he was the best defensive coordinator in the country, and during that time, you won a national title with him. So I hope people remember that. I mean, I see a lot of the pop shots people take at him, and yesterday over lunch, I was listening to some guys, take shots at him, and I'm sitting there looking at this table, going, "Okay, not one of you played football. I can tell." I mean, that stuff drives me crazy, So the guy helped win a lot of football games. Has he fallen off? Absolutely has. You can make a real argument that the games passed him by in a lot of ways.
But the Big 12 Conference doesn't help.
No, the Big 12 Conference doesn't help at all if you're wanting to put up, gaudy stats on the defensive side of the ball. But so, Mike Stoops is a good football coach. He'll land somewhere. He'll do fine. I just appreciate how he's handled it.
All right, we got to exit stage left. Jordan's got to get home and study.
Is it homecoming? Oh,
no, not yet.
Study.
Yeah,
okay.
She's got to go home and study and get ready.
She's defending her crown again, isn't she, this year?
I'm sure she is.
All
right, we're out of here. Again, this has been the High School Huddle. We're always presented by the good folks at Legacy Wealth Advisory Group. Be sure to check them out, LegacyWealthAdvisoryGroup.com. LegacyWag.com or LegacyWagBenefits.com. We are out of here. Best of luck to your team. And, of course, you can hear Guthrie Blue Jay football right here Friday night. Our pregame show begins at 6:30 right here on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. Should be a good one. We invite you out to the Rock and take in a good one. Guthrie, Carlisle. It should be a fun night of football. Until then, have a great night and so long. This has been the High School Huddle on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI.
This has been the High School Huddle on Hot 93.7 FM.